Something I hear all the time as a developer is that if you build something technically impressive, people will pay for it. But the truth is, most developers build apps that never make any money or never even get finished, not because they're bad developers, but because they build things nobody actually needs. They get stuck in feature creation and lose the effectiveness of what they were building in the first place. And I've been there myself. Spending weeks building features, polishing code, perfecting UI, only to launch and realise nobody cared. So in this video, I want to break down how developers can actually build apps that make money based on what I've learned building my own projects. Not theory, not startup buzzwords, just practical steps that help turn an idea into something people will actually pay for. Most developers start with an idea. I could build a habit tracker. I could build a task manager. I could build another AI tool. But ideas are cheap and the real value comes from solving problems people already have. If you want to build something that makes money, the first step is to look for frustrations, inefficiencies, or repetitive tasks that people deal with every day. I've talked about it in many videos, the pain point that you need to identify. These are the kinds of problems people are willing to pay to solve. For example, many successful SaaS tools didn't start with a groundbreaking idea. They started with someone noticing a workflow that was slow, annoying, or overly complicated. The key is to ask questions like, what are people constantly complaining about? What tools do they wish existed? What tasks are they doing manually that could be automated? When you focus on real problems instead of random ideas, you dramatically increase the chances that someone will actually want to use and pay for what you build. To give you a real example of this process, I'm actually building a new project at the moment called Throttle Log. It's a web app designed for motorbike owners that lets them track important information about their bikes. So instead of building something overly complicated, I'm focusing on creating a simple web app that solves that one clear problem really well. Once you've found a problem worth solving, the next step isn't building a huge, polished product. It's building the smallest version of the solution you possibly can. Developers naturally want to add features. We want dashboards, integrations, settings pages, user profiles, the whole thing. But the fastest way to waste months of time is building a product before you know if anyone even wants it. Instead, focus on building what I like to call a simple, solid solution. Something that solves the core problem with the least amount of complexity. That could be a single feature, one workflow, one simple tool. The goal at this stage isn't perfection, it's validation. You want to find out as quickly as possible whether people find the product useful. And the faster you ship that first version, the faster you can start learning from real users. Another mistake developers make is waiting until the product is finished before thinking about marketing. But distribution should actually start before you even launch, because the best product in the world won't succeed if nobody ever hears about it. One of the most effective things you can do is start sharing your progress while you build. Post updates, share screenshots, talk about problems you're solving. Social media is full of people interested in new tools. Find those people and talk to them, show them, and ask for feedback. When you build in public, two powerful things happen. First, you start attracting people who are interested in what you're building, and second, you get feedback early, which can help you shape the product in the right direction. By the time you launch, you don't want to be starting from zero. You want people already waiting to try it. This is something many developers avoid, charging money. There's often this idea that you need thousands of users before you can start monetizing, but in reality, charging early is one of the best ways to validate whether your product actually solves a real problem. If someone is willing to pay for your tool, even a small amount, that's an incredibly strong signal that you're building something valuable. It also changes how people use the product. Free users will try things casually. Paying users expect real value, and that feedback can help you improve the product much faster. Even something simple like a small monthly subscription or one-time payment can help you test whether your product has real potential. And once the first few people start paying, you move from building a side project to building an actual business. The final step, and the one that separates successful apps from abandoned projects, is iteration. Your first version will almost never be perfect. In fact, it's almost guaranteed that users will find things confusing, missing, or frustrating. And that's a good thing, because every piece of feedback is an opportunity to improve the product. When someone tells you what they struggled with, what they expected, or what feature they need, they're basically showing you exactly how to make the product better. The key is to treat your early users like collaborators. Listen to what they say, watch how they use the product, pay attention to what they ignore. Over time, these small improvements compound, and slowly the product evolves from a simple tool into something people genuinely rely on. And quickly before we wrap up, I've actually put together something that might help if you're trying to apply the ideas from this video. I created a PDF guide called How to Build Profitable Apps Solo, where I break down the exact process I use, from finding good app ideas, leveraging AI, and get your first paying users. It's designed to be a practical step-by-step resource that will help you while you tackle your own projects. If that sounds useful, I've left a link in the description below where you can check it out. At the end of the day, building apps that actually make money isn't about writing the most complex code or creating the most feature-packed product. It's about solving real problems, keeping things simple, and getting your ideas in front of the right people. If you can focus on those three things, problems, simplicity, and distribution, you'll already be ahead of most developers who are stuck building projects that never get used. I'm going to keep sharing the journey as I build projects like Throttle Log and continue experimenting with new ideas, so if that's something you're interested in, make sure to stick around.